Welcome one, welcome all to the California men's basketball watch along with the Right for California staff. We're back again with no one watching. I'm just going to keep talking. But I am one of your people for the evening, Rob, alongside, of course, Avnash and Ray. Ray is watching from the East Coast out there. What time is it over there, Ray? It's
9:55.
Yeah, about to hit 10 o'clock, and you're about to start to watch a basketball game.
Sure. Yeah.
Weird times. Weird times. Avi, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, just really looking forward to seeing all the Cal Bears against the almost Cal Bears.
Pretty much. Yeah. Or the should have been Cal Bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost unbearable.
That was a pun, right?
What?
Was there a pun? Was there a bearable pun?
Bearable. Yeah.
So Arizona State averaging 90 points per game so far in the season.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they rank 7th overall in adjusted efficiency on offense and 68th on defense. The Bears actually are 93rd in defensive efficiency, but 156th on offense.
Got a game with Villanova. Josh Christopher had a huge game, 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
Alonzo Verge, 22 points. And then
Kimani Lawrence.
Yeah, pretty impressive offensive efficiency. And had to climb back against Villanova, though. They were trailing most of the game.
Yeah.
But I thought they didn't have Kimani Lawrence for that game, right? Didn't he just got back? Yeah.
Oh, maybe he just got back. Yeah.
He just got back.
Yep. But even after he just got back, like his offensive rating is 103. Like, all right.
Christopher looks really good. I would not be surprised if he is thinking about the draft.
I think he's a lottery pick. I honestly think he's a lottery pick. But
we're gonna spend most of this game talking about ASU, so we should probably just self-market to the ASU crowd. Let me look at the mock draft boards right now. Let's see, where is Josh Christopher? He is
somewhere in the
6'5". He's I don't know. That's this thing a little short.
15th.
15. Oh, wow.
Should be in the teens.
Yeah, and Bagley's in the 24th. So ASU could have 2 draft picks in the first round this year.
And they were both Cal targets.
Yep, they were. But
one from Cal's backyard, and one from not from Cal's backyard, but has Cal lineage.
We recovered nicely, right?
With
grit.
And I mean, I like Monty. I really like Monty. That's for sure. But
do we know what's the status of Monty for today? Yeah.
No idea. He put out on Twitter that he said he's feeling fine. So who knows? Maybe we'll see him tonight. Maybe we won't. But
right, yeah.
At least we know that it's not like an injury. At least from what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, he landed on his toe bone.
Yeah, he landed straight on his lower back. Like that looked painful.
Sounds painful.
What do we got here? Some other stats for you for Arizona State for this game. I think they rank in the top 60 for pretty much all offensive stats. When Arizona State has the ball, this is all from KenPom. Effective field goal percentage, 46th in the country. Turnover percentage, 22 in the country. 3-point percentage, 59th in the country. 2-point percentage, 63rd in the country. Block percentage, 43rd in the country. That's the rate at which they get their shots blocked. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. The thing about their point distribution that's like drastically different from us is that their 3-pointers account for 31.3% of their total points, and their 2-pointers are 45.5%, whereas the Bears, it's 39 to 43.9. Like,
screw you, Pac-12 network. Why are you showing me this?
What are they showing you?
The big game.
Oh. I think it's on Pac-12 Bay Area. I don't think it's actually on. Actually, no. It's on normal Pac-12.
I'm watching Pac-12 Bay Area.
It's on normal Pac-12. Yeah, it's on normal Pac-12, not Pac-12 Bay Area.
What's on Pac-12 Bay Area?
Probably the big game, like a rerun.
No, I mean it's almost over, so I imagine
it's probably just transitioning. Might be.
Yeah.
As they
How dare you?
a night shot of Berkeley and the Bay Area.
Are they playing here?
They're playing here, yes.
All right.
I think you're still ahead of me on TV, but okay, it finally just started.
As Roxy and Ben Braun are the guys who are calling today's game too. So both Cal guys in probably they're going to be calling what is probably going to be a Cal loss tonight.
Wow. Confidence just oozing off of you today.
As I said, I think this is the best team in the conference, and I honestly, everything has to go right and everything has to go wrong for ASU for us to have a chance to win this. I just don't know. I just don't see that happening. Like as Nick said, we struggled to score 50 against Nicholls State. Like that already tells you, we're not in midseason form, that's for sure.
Oh, Pac-12 Bay Area. They just keep on replaying the big game. How dare you? Okay.
What?
They're just replaying it again.
Yeah, that was like the Nicholls State game. Remember, Ray? I had to turn off the TV because it transitioned straight into the 2020 big game.
Oh right. Yeah.
What? Okay, I have to go searching.
They're doing a stats comparison of Remy Martin to Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley exceeds him in every single category. And Remy Martin is a candidate for Player of the Year in the Pac-12. So you got to win. Well, what are we expecting from this game, gents? What would you like to see from the Bears side of things?
Well, I would say, last game, well, mostly because it was against Nicholls State, we did had a lot of good chances that we just didn't convert.
Yep.
So hopefully we do a little bit better on that part. I think we have to do better just because it's almost no place to go but up.
At this point, yep, you're right.
But yeah, typically Pac-12 opener, you think it's it's good. Finally, the litmus test of how good this team is, but it's way too early in this weird year to, I think, read too much into this game. So
yeah, we get 2 Pac-12 games and then we're back to non-conference games. So
I imagine Cal will play probably a lot of zone tonight. They don't really have the man-to-man firepower to hold up against ASU's athletes. So, I mean, if they do that, they're going to get torched. They're just not going to have the ability to really make like ASU play at the pace they want. So zone is the easiest way to slow down the pace on that side. On the other way, it's just going to probably be a lot of motion on the outside and try to get open shots. This is purely an underdog strategy game for Cal. They don't have like a lot of flexibility in terms of what they can do to win. They just have to make a lot of threes and hope ASU misses a lot of outside shots. That's what I would assume would be the strategy today.
Yeah, I mean, just judging from the stats, like that's probably how you're going to do it. I mean, even we shot a lot of threes, but we haven't made a lot of them. We're sitting at a team comp of 31.4% versus the ASU as a team. They're shooting 37.3%. So they're definitely shooting better than us from the field from a percentage standpoint. So we just have to make sure we get the other end of that. And maybe we can squeak out this win. I mean, what Nick said last game was, you kind of hope for defensively that type of game against Nicholls State, against an opponent like this, where it's like grinded to a halt, and the offense just gets enough scores to win the game. but you don't expect that to be against Nicholls State. You expect those types of games to go against these better teams like the ASUs and the other teams. Oh, and as they show Patrick Christopher on the camera at Haas, talking about his younger brother, Josh Christopher, in the picture too. And he's a super, super young little kid.
Sounds like a nice guy.
It's very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Yeah, well, Christopher, I think the profile on him, so I'm looking at his stats right now. He's just an effective shooter from everywhere. So, like his bro, I would imagine the biggest thing for Cal is just to keep the ball out of his hands, do a lot of denial. So they might, maybe they'll try it like more of a matchup zone where they have like one Cal's best defender try and shield and take the ball away from him.
Yeah, the only concern I have with that is because they have another primary ball handler in Remy Martin, that even if you take the ball out of Christopher's hands, like, does their offense come to a halt? I don't really think so. I think Remy is probably going to have the ball in his hands more. But yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup because you're playing against some of the best premier perimeter guys in the conference probably tonight. It's a tough one. How did we get ASU and UCLA to start the season? I don't know. I don't know. Anyone else would have been fine. Actually, not anyone else, because we could have ended up playing like Arizona or someone, and got
right.
destroyed.
I mean, trying to look on the bright side. This is still early in the career for Josh Christopher, right? And I think that they're still learning how to use it effectively. So just maybe, a
little bit of the nerves kicks in,
right? Right.
Oh, this is where my brother used to play. That kicks in a little bit, and then he gets a little nerve wracked.
Yeah, maybe somehow this is the first Pac-12 game of his career, but that might be like maybe one possession.
Yeah. It's like the first possession he like misses, and then he like gets his head straight, and then he's just scores 35 on us tonight. But,
so we think both him and Marcus Bagley going to be a 1-and-out.
I think so. I think they're both. I mean, Bagley is the younger brother of Sacramento Kings forward Marvin Bagley III, who went to Duke. The fun thing about him is that we actually recruited him. He actually is from he was going to school in Sacramento because his brother, of course, was playing in Sacramento. And so we did recruit him, and we were in, I believe his final like 3 or 4. But then he chose ASU, and
and their great basketball tradition.
Yeah. And then
I think that's probably the more frustrating thing, right?
Recruiting
to ASU. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Recruiting that those two guys definitely had Cal ties or was being recruited by Cal, and we couldn't even get close. It's very upsetting. But if you're joining us tonight, feel free to drop questions, your takes, or anything that happens in the chat. We'll be happy to talk through it. It'll be the three of us for the most of the night. I think Nick might join us sporadically here and there, but for the most part, the three of us have you covered for the evening. So as we get the starting lineups here, it's going to be Mikhail Foreman, Ryan Betley, Matt Bradley, Grant Antisevich, and Andre Kelly. Once again, another change of starters, I believe. I don't believe Andre has started a game yet, but this will be his first start. Whereas for Arizona State, it's Remy Martin, Josh Christopher, Marcus Bagley, Jalen Graham, and Tayshaun Cherry. They have 2 5-stars, 2 4-stars, and I don't know if Jalen Graham is a big recruit, but we can check. He is. He's a 3-star, but they have a pretty highly touted recruiting class.
Wait, he's part of this class? I see him listed as a sophomore.
Or sorry, from 2019? as the Bears come out in their yellow jerseys today, which is probably their best jersey in my opinion.
All right, so missing ASU's not playing Alonzo Verge.
Yep.
Caleb Christopher.
All right. This is going to be interesting. And we begin as ASU wins the tip.
All right, yeah, definitely ahead of me.
That's surprising that I'm ahead of you, and I'm watching on stream.
Maybe I should be streaming.
What do we got here? Oh, good action. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is some bad basketball to start.
Like, haven't got there yet, but
yeah, 2 bad passes, one by ASU and then one by Cal. Like, no bueno.
Oh, was ASU going for alley-oop?
I don't know.
That was bizarre.
It was like an NBA street movie. Tried to throw it off the backboard.
Right, and then Cal immediately returned the favor. But I was going to say the first possession, it was a wide open look, right, for Foreman.
Yeah. Boss Man Savage on YouTube. We're watching this on all separate platforms. I'm watching on Xfinity stream. I think Ray's watching on his TV. I think Avi is watching on a stream as well. So we're all over the place. Okay. Attack the paint. I like it. I like it. One thing is for sure, like finally seeing this ASU team on TV, like they're really like long.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of their guys just have like the freakish wingspan. Like they all look like they can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, I mean they definitely supposed to be one of the more athletic team in the country, not just a conference. So.
They definitely.
So you definitely see a little bit of that. Cal is having at least I'm a little behind, but we're having trouble inbounding the ball.
Oh Lord! Oh Lordy! Oh, you're gonna see something, Ray. You're gonna see something.
I'm not sure that's good or bad, but
oh wow, and we're trapping.
Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, Cal has a lead, 2 minutes in.
what? A 1 basket lead.
Right. I mean, that was definitely not how Mark Fox drew up the play, but
nope, definitely not. That's like Damian Lillard range. Like that's from the logo. Oh, it's a tough shot by Matt. All right. Where we're going with this, boys? Got to lock up defensively. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So, Foreman just got destroyed defensively by Remy Martin. Just one jab step, and then he was done.
Was there a foul on that? Yeah.
There was, yeah. Remy's headed to the line for an and one.
Yeah.
As Mikhail sits up, as we get a shot of Monty Bowser, he is not suited up, so he definitely is not playing tonight.
Yep, Foreman probably, don't generally have to guard a guard that's fast like Remy Martin back in Stony Brook
Stony Brook. Yeah. Probably hasn't had to play against this type of athleticism.
All right, so was that just Joe Brown come in for Foreman?
Yep. Yeah, ASU does not look they don't look sharp, that's for sure.
Mm.
Even defensively, they kind of look like they're all over the place. But I guess that's what you get when you have to play 2 freshman perimeter defenders, right?
Right. Yeah, so I mean, small sample size, but I've been pleasantly surprised by Cal's ability to get offensive rebound when there's nobody inside at all. But I guess when you shoot more, you get a longer rebound. And
yeah, as Andre misses.
Ooh. Andre need to make those.
As Josh commits the offensive foul. Oh, yep, definitely. Matt Bradley sold it a little bit, but the ref's going to call that
yep.
10 times out of 10.
Right. I mean, Josh Christopher might have the Jaylen Brown problem, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like he's athletic enough, and a lot of these moves would work in the NBA, but in the college game, it's offensive foul.
As another foul on the issue, and we get to our first media timeout. The Bears down 5-3. With 15:58 left. Well, they haven't gotten blown out so far, and ASU does not look good right now.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that a first Pac-12 game for 2 of their key guys, freshmen. Maybe it's the nerve, maybe it's the Pac-12 refs.
Yeah.
It's yeah. We'll see how long Cal can stay in this game. But there's definitely it's promising start.
Yep. It's a good way to start the game. I mean, we do know that ASU is going to start to pick it up for sure. It's a question of can we start to pick it up as well when they do, and if that's the case, then I think we have a good shot if it maintains this way.
And I think Matt Bradley is in line for 2 free throws right after the timeout.
Yep, right after the timeout, so we could actually go tied into the first right after the first media break. We go over brothers in the Pac-12 here. The Caleb brothers. Caleb and Josh Christopher. Sorry, not the Caleb brothers. The Christopher brothers. The Mobley brothers. Man, they are showing a lot of pictures of Josh Christopher and Caleb Christopher in Cal stuff.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
They just want to hurt us more, feelings. They just want to hurt our feelings more. It's just, oh man. Oh, good move by Remy. Let's see.
All right, Lars ready to check in. Somebody, there's a cow player.
Oh, hello. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Oh, that's a great pass and a terrible finish. You know, Ray, one thing I've noticed is that our bench rotation has gotten shorter. We're about 6 minutes into the game, and the only guy that's come in so far is Joel Brown. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's to be expected for conference play, right? But typically, you have more more games under your belt to figure out the rotation. But
we're starting to shorten the bench rotation a little bit.
I think Monty not being available, sort of factored into this as well.
Yeah, so I'm curious if we're going to actually see a lot of Kwani today. And he has not checked into the game yet, but Lars has. Lars checks into the game. Good defense. Good defense there. Grant with the long arms. Yeah, ASU is missing a lot. Yeah, they're giving them the 3. They're letting them take them. And they're missing them, so I don't know how long that's going to hold up, but... Oh, Lars. What are you doing, my man? Got to keep an eye out for the ball.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's bad communications.
I don't think he was even looking.
I mean, it's pretty standard pick and roll, so I don't know why he would not.
Yeah, it's like as soon as he hit the pick, it just looked like he just only was looking at the basket, like he wasn't looking anywhere else. As my boy Kwani checks into the game, I love it.
All right.
Man, this is a turnover-heavy game. Holy moly. How many turnovers are we at? We're at 8 turnovers combined in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, definitely a bit sloppy here.
We're averaging a turnover a minute in this game. That is awesome.
And then a lot of this are just forced error, like this ASU pass right here.
Yeah, we have 8 turnovers in this game, but only 3 points off of turnovers. Joel Brown gets the foul call, and he stays. Matt checks out. And this is a very interesting lineup here. You have Joel Brown, Mikhail Foreman, Ryan Betley, Kwani, and Lars. I don't know where your scoring is coming from here. Or shot creation. Oh, God, that was a disaster. There's bodies flying all over the court. There's missed threes everywhere. This game is awesome.
Oh, yeah. I definitely see this. This chaos they're referring to.
I'm here for this type of chaos. If it's this type of chaos, I'm so for it.
Right. Oh, started with I was surprised that Kwame was driving, and kind of expectedly he kind of lost control of the ball, which started the whole sequence.
What is going on? Is that a foul call? Yep. It's a foul on Lars.
Well, I mean, it's yeah, he didn't get posterized. He
he basically made sure he wasn't going to get posterized because he just hit the arm. He just hit the forearm.
Hey, he was making a play for the ball, so it's not a intentional foul.
Oh, I love this type of chaos. 14 total points. We're just about to hit the 12-minute mark.
Did that free throw hit the rim? Or I guess it must have just glanced
it hit the rim, but you missed both. This is why I'm here for this chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 0 offense on the court right now. 0. Oh boy, what is going? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Give me something here. Give me something out of this inbounds. Oh wow, okay. That works.
All right, so there's just inbounding now, but we just waste a lot of time, and then okay.
See, it works. Yeah. It works.
Right. I mean, our offense is Belly, Foreman, Grant shooting them threes, right? Some of them might fall.
Oh boy, this is awesome. ASU commits the turnover, and we're going into another media timeout with the Bears up 2.
Wow. We're winning the first quarter of the game. Almost.
Yep. 11:43 left. Oh, this is awesome. Ray, at this pace, both teams aren't going to even get past 40 points. It's going to be that type of game. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see whether this turnover pace.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are, again, just unforced errors.
Yeah.
Basically both teams.
Got a question here from C. I'm not even going to try because I don't even know what makes up a word and what doesn't. But he has thoughts on Mark Fox helping coach the guys this year. I mean, judging from what we've seen so far, he's definitely made his adjustments. I think that's clear. Is that he's playing an offense now, at least offensively. He's playing an offense now that fits his personnel, which is very, very perimeter-based scoring. He's not forcing it inside anymore. You see all the pick and rolls that they're running off the screen. The screens they're setting off the wings, even the high screen and roll a little bit, and a bit more of the high-low game off the elbow. You see a bit more of that. You're not forcing Lars or Andre to sit in the post and try and beat a man one-on-one because that's not their strength anyways. They're not going to be able to do that. So I think they're adjusting well. It's a matter of making shots. Nick, Ray, and I, and some of the other guys that have watched some of these games have all said, like, none of us are upset at the shots they're taking. It's just a matter of those shots going in or not. And today there were a couple of ill-advised shots, like the Mikhail Foreman shot, from the logo, and that Ryan Betley one off the inbounds. But those were necessary because your shot clock's down to 3 seconds.
Right.
You can't do anything, right? You just got to heave it at that point. So, and both of them went in. This is the way it's going outside of the shots being made and missed. This is how you win an upset game like this, where it's just scrappy type of basketball, and you just happen to make some of those shots that probably wouldn't go in 80 to 90% of the time. And that's exactly what's happening right now as ASU makes a comeback.
All right. And surprised that Foreman took such a long shot yet again.
Yep.
And
I'm not. I don't
Christopher
know.
was the easy equalizer.
Yeah.
Pocket.
Like, is he given the freedom to shoot whatever shot he wants? Like, that's where I'm confused.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure he had the physical ability to get past. The ASU defender who's long and fast.
Yeah.
So, maybe he just,
maybe he has to take those shots because that's the only way he's going to beat him.
Right. I mean, he's, if he start making some of those, maybe he'll get more room. But all right, that's
a nice looking three.
But with a three, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I figure. I didn't think that would. I think the play, a couple possessions ago that we were talking about, it definitely Foreman had more time to possibly try something else, but it's like it was a heat check, even though he has not been really making that many shots for it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same with Matt too. He's been. I mean, I guess you got to shoot yourself out of a slump, but clearly Matt Bradley is in a bad shooting slump right now.
All right. I miss.
Well, we were surprisingly leading until you came back.
Yep. No, we're back in the
lead. Should I leave?
Actually, no, we're not back in the lead. We're a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of turnovers.
Yeah. Should I go? I should go.
It's very sloppy.
Right. I'm out.
Avi, the rate that this game's going, I don't think any team is going to get to 40 points. We're on pace for a game like that. Everyone's missing and everyone's turning the ball over.
No. Well, I'm looking at the stats. I'm seeing 42%.
Oh, it's the turnover. They're just throwing the ball away.
There's 10 total turnovers in this game, and it just hit like the under 9 mark.
Ah. Well, I do like that Cal has 5 assists.
And now we're starting to make our shots, and now ASU is starting to make their shots.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick by it. I'm not a fan of Mikhail Foreman being our lead point guard. Yeah.
Oh, really? Why
not? He's just too crazy with the ball in his hands. In terms of he's not like your standard point guard who takes care of the ball first. He's more trying to attack and create before he's thinking of the ball. So. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Are you kidding me? That's garbage call, ref. That is a garbage call. One, two. How is that a travel?
Wait. Oh.
How do you call a travel on a fast break pass and he took 2 steps after he caught the ball?
Did he shuffle? That was bizarre.
That was a terrible call. Holy moly. Okay. High screen and roll. I like the move. Joel, step back 3. Oh.
Oh, this isn't good. I'm on 5-4.
But Grant gets the rebound, puts it back in, and he's fouled. Woohoo!
So we've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds, but it's not. This one Grant actually had the positioning. But
yep. This one was a good one. That other ASU guy kind of flopped.
But I was saying earlier there were a few that were just kind of luck of the bounce, and really everything's following the script. The small possibility of upset win.
Yep, exactly how you want the game to go. As we hit the under 8 media timeout, and the Bears are up 20-17.
Cal does have a distinct size advantage, I think, just in terms of like having the big quality.
Yeah, I mean size.
Not the wings. Yeah, size of the center spot. So they have the ability to keep on like pounding the boards.
Right. They have so many tweeners. Like they have like the 6'9" guys, but they don't have like the a couple of the 6'10", 7-footers to just kind of clog up the middle. Which
already 4 offensive rebounds for Cal. After beyond ASU 12-7.
Yep. Lovely.
Right. Yeah.
The rest.
But I was saying,
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying that we did get a lot of those offensive rebounds just from the luck of the bounce, because we really have nobody. Unlike last year, we have nobody on the inside. We play so much of just 5 guys in the perimeter, and one guy, was a motion, and when the shots go up, there's often not a guy ready to grab the board. So we've been getting the ball just because that's the way the balls are bouncing. So it's probably not sustainable. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I'll take it. I'll take it for now.
Another way to look at it is if it's sustained this way, then ASU will most likely lose. Okay, well, DJ Thorpe enters the game for the first time. Now this is a fun lineup. Joel Brown, Ryan Betley, Kwani, Grant Antisevich, and DJ Thorpe. That's length and athleticism and outside shooting. The question is, can Joel create enough of an offense for the rest of the team?
What's that?
Well, this lineup that they have on the court right now is very interesting.
Not a lot of offensive options.
Yeah. Someone's got to score. It's just a matter of who. It's got to be Joel with the ball in his hands to initiate the offense, but who are you trying to create for?
Well, Bedley is 2 for 3, so he seems to have a little ability to get some options going. But yeah, obviously the offense is still running through Bradley for the most part.
And another turnover by ASU. Bobby Hurley is upset. I love an upset Bobby Hurley.
It's always interesting to see Ben Braun's keys to victory, because they're basically Ben Braun's keys to victory in like every Cal game he ever coached.
Right. I like the winning tradition. Just like what does that mean? Just win.
Another turnover? Oh my goodness. You got to be kidding me, man.
It's contagious.
It's not just contagious within the team, it's contagious to the other team.
Right. The ball super slick, like people can see. Oh, wait, what was it called? It's traveling?
It's a travel, yeah. I guess he moved his pivot foot, which you rarely see that call.
Yeah, I mean, this and that the other travel.
Yeah, the Betley travel.
Yeah.
Garbage. Absolutely
it's Pac-12 ref.
They're already in midseason form. Now they're calling things they wouldn't usually call. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, and okay. Oh.
Well, if I was gonna say maybe your countdown means that you're just 15 seconds ahead of me, but that's forever.
They're gonna call that foul every time, Joel. I don't think you need to do that. ASU 3 assists, 7 turnovers. The Bears 5 assists, 7 turnovers. So
Yeah, that feel like a frustration foul. Couldn't finish.
Yep.
On the other end, and it's kind of a cheap.
Oh. All right. Good D. Good D. I like it. Come on. Oh boy. Yep. Starting to look like they're coming alive. Or not. Or we're coming alive. Yahoo!
I'm surprised that ESU been just settling for the three, even though I guess they're starting to make those at a reasonable rate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's very methodical right now for ASU. Not a lot of motion.
Yeah.
Seems like they're trying to get what they can out of their sets, but not really try and like push the pace.
Right.
Matt Bradley.
I mean, these are some tough shots ASU are trying to make, but like their offense kind of feels like they're just trying to beat us with athleticism when that's not going to work, and that is
not yet.
Not yet.
Bagley is 1 for 6 in this game.
Hopefully not today.
Yeah, so ASU's made a concerted effort to really like keep Bagley off his game. Oh, Cherry's upset.
Yeah, I don't know what that cheer did to him, but
yeah, just a lot of quick shots for ASU, or just not a lot of like motion to their offense.
Right.
It's like a one dribble, one pass, one shot. But obviously, Cal's having trouble putting the ball in the basket themselves.
You guys are not very. This guy says you're not very optimistic. What have the Bears done to you? I'm just gonna say, man. Like watching 2 years of the Viking Jones era of basketball, like that was soul sucking.
Well, you didn't really watch it, Rob. You were kind of paying attention.
I was there at every game. Okay. Every single home game under Viking Jones. I did not miss a single home game under Viking Jones.
Physical presence was appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's worked out for me that 2 years ago I was working on an experiment that was in Germany a lot, and with the time difference, really can't watch any game. And that was probably good. I didn't see much of the Viking Jones second year, and then last year was just kind of weird. I guess everything stopped short, but
that's divine intervention, Ray. Divine intervention.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have, because you could have just wake up at really early in the morning and to watch the Cal game. I just didn't feel the need to.
Yeah. So right now, everyone pretty much not like really a net negative player on the floor. I think there's a little bit of a net. Bradley's kind of like the only guy in positive.
Ryan, come on, Ryan. Oh, his foot speed is too slow, man. Too slow.
Yep. Yeah, got to make those wide open look.
I got 10. Christopher, I got $10 on this game with an ASU friend. I'm just gonna say,
without a line, without a line. That's it.
I'm just gonna say, man. Like, I know you feel the Conzo sunshine, but like a $10 bet with a friend isn't. That's not much. That's not much. Like you could live with, losing $10, with this game. But I appreciate the sunshine and the optimism. I think most of us here on the staff too, we've seen Cal basketball when it's good. We've also seen Cal basketball when we've won titles. Like we know that this program can be good. It's just a matter of can we.
Christopher's having a night. 4 for 6, 10 points.
Yep. He's going to go off again, I think, for about 25 by the end of the night.
He's got a very smooth finish, I think. Well, the biggest thing with Christopher's is like his ability to create shots.
Yep.
I like it in mid-range too.
That was PC's greatest strength.
Yeah, but Patrick was really good with like getting that mid-range stop and go.
Yep.
I think that was his biggest like play. Like you'd have like that little jukey kind of mid-range game.
Yeah,
Josh
which
has
is
a little more of a floater game, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean the mid-range is not really in vogue anymore.
Yeah,
but
it's not part of the modern basketball game.
Right.
Well,
but, what just happened? Is it just timeout or is it turnover?
Yeah, it's immediate timeout.
Okay. But I was gonna say we just need to avoid fast break, ASU fast break, because I think we can deal with that athleticism.
It's good ASU defense before that timeout. They put a lot of pressure on the ball. Good switching too. Realizing that Kelly was not like much of an offensive threat on the wing, they did a quick double and then pushed back to force a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and then they rotated well on that to force Kelly to take one pump fake to try and get the guy to go by him. By that point, shot clock was already done.
Yeah, Cal is now up to 8 turnovers on the game. Yeah, they're struggling again from 3 of 11. Bradley's 0 for 3.
This feels very similar to that Oregon State game that we had to start the season, where we had a bunch of turnovers, and we got some easy buckets and a couple of tough ones to start, and and then it was just unsustainable. Like we just couldn't create those turnovers anymore and get out and transition and finish, and the other team just started to make buckets, and that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, Cal's currently 0.852 points per possession, which is pretty much on brand at this point. And yeah, just a lot of turnovers, just not able to finish possessions.
Right.
Well, if you're joining us, thank you. If you have any questions or comments or anything of that sort, be sure to drop it into the chat.
So I do wonder how much the ASU offensive efficiency is going to fall just from this bad first half. Go from 7th in the country to probably.
I think it'll be. I mean, I don't think it'll be too bad because Cal's defense is pretty good. I think they're not like good, like in terms of like elite, but like it's definitely not like a terrible defense. So they're struggling a little bit, but I don't think anything out of their stat range is too out of the ordinary. It's just the pace of the game is just so slow right now.
Yeah. Wait, they're showing the young Josh Christopher again? Like, how many times are they going to show that?
I wish I knew. I absolutely wish I knew.
So let's do some NBA comps. Who are we comparing Josh Christopher to?
I mean, from his college tape and his high school tape, he reminds me very much of James Harden. Like pre-Houston.
Pre-Houston.
Okay.
I know we're playing ASU, but come on.
Well, I mean, he's a smooth athlete. Like he doesn't have that top speed. He's not going to beat you with speed, but he does move his body well in the paint and to get to the spots that he wants to get to. And that was this big thing with him and Jeff Pendergraph when they were at ASU, right? It was that 1-2 punch between the two of them, which was so deadly. And that's kind of what I see from him with a bit more shooting than James at this point in their careers.
Yeah, I do see what you mean with the ability to get to the paint, which is kind of Harden's greatest skill. At least young Harden. I think the thing
he didn't get his 3-point shot until probably his you think his OKC days, later in his OKC days, and probably
not until Houston. Days? Yeah, not until Houston he could have it. I think what the thing I like about Christopher the most is his decision making, which I think is really far ahead of because just in these last 2 plays, he gave up the double and then he distributed for like an easy bucket for ASU. And then on that play, like just this last play, they trapped, and again he found like another easy.
Yeah, he doesn't
shot
force it, which I think is nice.
Right.
Yeah, so he's a shooting guard. So I guess Harden is actually not the worst comp in the world. I mean, it's probably a little premature, but definitely shows a lot of strength.
Well,
nice
yeah, I think it depends on like what comp you're making. Like I'm making his like James Harden when he first got into the league, that type of comp, not the guy who's dropping 40 a night,
Okay, all right,
and running the pick and roll.
Totally. But man, the foot speed of ASU is just really impressive, just in terms of like their ability to have like different athletes who can penetrate and get to the rim. I do like the way Cal's defending though. They're putting a lot of like, I wouldn't say space between their bodies, but like it's like kind of like this hard hedge and trap like at the top, and then having the wing kind of like rotate over.
Matt is not shooting well to start the year, at least from beyond the arc.
Getting called out, Ray.
Oh. Come on, Matt Bradley. He had a contested three last time, and then
I don't know how that's a foul. Someone tell me how that's a foul. He got his hand on the ball.
So ASU's playing a little bit more zone now. So they're trying to force Cal to the outside.
Ooh.
Which we don't mind because we're trying to shoot more threes.
Well, we mind a little bit because we kind of want to get action like inside the trap.
We want that corner three. That's what we want.
We want the corner, but we do want the corner three. I think the biggest thing is just we also want to be set up if we miss the three. Like our defense needs to be settled.
We're basically running like a four corners offense right now. That's Mikhail Foreman, deliverers. Let's go.
Cal's having a good time today.
Avi, you also missed Mikhail Foreman's three from like as the shot clock was going down. It was basically a Damian Lillard three, like where he just like recovered the ball, turned around, just shot it from the logo.
Hey man, everyone!
Wow!
Once someone makes a three like that, everyone's gonna be trying to practice those things,
Right.
It's gonna be commonplace in like 3 years. Everyone's gonna be hitting like 40-foot threes.
That's the normal. If you can't make those, then you can't make the NBA.
Basically. Well, at least if you're a point guard, you gotta stretch that floor. So looking at Cal stats, like
not bad.
Not bad so far. Like 6 for 15 from three. Foreman is you need Foreman to have like a game like this where he goes off and kind of like can give you that extra push offensively. But good penetration by Brown on that dish and drive. Cal just needs more of that. They need more of that motion to get like into the heart of the paint and then commit actions for the three at the moment.
No foul call? Oh, okay, yes, foul call. Yeah.
Cal playing basically a 6-man rotation. I mean, they have Quanting and Diamond and Thorpe have all played a couple of minutes, but it's all basically 6 guys.
It's been a 6, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what Nick said, right? It's like that. The guard and forward positions are pretty much all set. It's just a matter of who you're playing at center in that game. And right now, Andre Kelly is the one that's playing the most with like little splashes of DJ Thorpe and Lars.
Yeah, and I mean, ASU doesn't have the size that we really have to worry about playing, playing Foreman or
ASU
not Foreman. I mean, Lars more.
ASU's been fouling like crazy. Christopher with 2 fouls, Cram with 2 fouls, Cherry with 2 fouls. Meanwhile, I think Cal on the other side. I mean, they do have Anticevic and Brown with 2 fouls, but I don't think that's as important as having those guys for ASU in foul trouble.
That is a tough layup. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's unfortunate. This is a lot closer than I expected, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, well,
That man.
okay. I was gonna say we need to finish the half strong, and that's a couple easy bucket for ASU.
I don't understand.
So yeah, sloppy offense for Cal on one side leads to an easy bucket for ASU. Remy Martin having a night right now. Someone's got to start picking him up.
Right.
No foul call? Come on. Bobby Hurley really has to sit down, man. Like he can't be out like pretty much on the court as a sixth man.
Ooh, that.
Oh, Matt Bradley says goodbye. Let's do it. As we head to halftime here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Pretty frenetic pace to end the first half.
Yep. Bears down 1.
Down 1, yeah.
To end the half. This is a game, folks. We have a game on our hands.
I'm definitely pleasantly surprised.
I think we all are.
Nice defense.
I think we absolutely all are.
Yeah, it's interesting. ASU has actually performed pretty well offensively. Like 13 of 25 from the field, 10 of 14 in the 2-point range. So it's the 3-pointer that's the great equalizer, like we said. Cal with 6 of 15 from 3. Definitely struggle.
You take away the 2 like 3-pointers that Cal made late in the shot clock, like the one by Bentley, like coming off the what's it, the inbounds with like 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and then McHale's one from the logo. You take away those 3, and this is a 7-point game, right? So,
well, yeah, but on the other side, Cal with 10 turnovers, kind of offsetting a lot of that. ASU, Cal is out rebounding ASU slightly, especially in the offensive class.
The thing with the turnovers too, they're kind of, at least 2 of them are like super weird ones, because it was like that Bentley. It was a Bentley like on the fast break, and he passed it up to Bentley, and he took 2 steps after catching the ball, but they called him on a travel. And then they said Joel Brown traveled and he lifted his pivot foot. I haven't seen the replay on it, but like I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the case. Yeah.
Christopher asking the tough questions.
You guys taking Matt Bradley?
I mean, got to roll with our boy.
Yeah, you got to roll with the guy that we have. It's always going to be Matt. Am I sad I can't say Josh? Absolutely. But it's got to be Matt. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, Matt is definitely, more experienced, playing better right now.
Yeah. Are we performing better than you guys thought, Jai asks? Yeah, I think they're performing a little bit higher than I expected, but I mean, I also think Cal's at home. They're playing a top 25 team. This is a game that, they're probably underdogs in, but they're not like significant underdogs, I don't think.
Well, Ken Pom had us at a 22% win percentage. That's a pretty big underdog.
But yeah, it's significant, but I would say that, like, it's the first half. Still a lot of game left. ASU still definitely is probably a sizable favorite to pull away, but I think the good thing with Cal right now is that they're showing, because like ASU is performing well offensively, efficient wise. If this continues, ASU still has the advantage. But threes are the equalizer. You just need some randomness, and you need some probably better ability to take care of the football, or basketball. Take care of the basketball better, and a lot of things can happen that can flip the game.
Yeah, you know where Avi's mind is at. He's already on the Oregon game on Saturday.
They're always 7-point underdogs, which I guess is pretty big for a home game.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
What's that?
But I mean, this year it's the home game. There's no home crowd. It's some other stuff, but a little harder to gauge how that translate. But definitely I'm pleasantly surprised by Cal being able to hit as many threes as they did.
Yeah, Bagley has struggled 1 for 8.
Right, 1 for 7 from 3.
Yeah,
it's one of those days.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, if you can put together, that's kind of a bad. That's not great. But if he keeps on playing like this, then yeah, this is a game that's in their reach.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also on the flip side, like Matt's 1 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Right.
So, someone's gonna start making their shots. It's a matter of
Foreman is 3 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And all of them have been threes. No other baskets taken. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3.
Yeah, I would say scheme wise, I think with ASU, one thing they can adjust is probably, a lot more. They can probably zone a lot more. Cal really, they, even though they're giving up the offensive glass, they're struggling to do anything outside of make outside shots. So would definitely be a little more aggressive and pushing against the 3-point line. Try to force Cal inside.
Oh, that is very interesting. I don't know if you guys saw, but you know how they just showed a little bit of the UCLA team. As Nick joins us for halftime.
Hey.
UCLA apparently has their Under Armour sign on their jerseys covered up.
Rob always looking at the inside apparel.
Right. I saw didn't they do that against in football as well?
Yeah, they did that for football, and now they're doing that for basketball. So I thought it was just a football thing with the patch, like the social justice patch that they had on, but they're doing that for basketball too. Oh boy. Interesting times. But Nick, I know you're watching the game. We need your thoughts.
I like a lot of what I've seen. Obviously, the defense is about as good as you can expect against an offense of the quality of ASU. Luckily, Bagley is building a house of bricks. That helps out a lot. I haven't done enough scouting on ASU to know how much the 2 players they're missing for unknown reasons impacts the game.
Right. I mean, I guess Alonzo Verga Jr. played 27.5 minutes per game. So he's pretty sizable. Caleb Christopher only played 1 game for 10 minutes. So.
Yeah. So, 2 rotation guys are out, and that's not insignificant. What was interesting about the game is just how so transparently more athletic Arizona State is. But we've been able to work around that largely through defensive discipline and having shooters. Also, something revealed on the broadcast that I'm guessing, I don't know if this has already been discussed, but apparently after 3 years of quietly shrugging, Grant Anticevich has corrected everybody's pronunciation of his name.
Isn't it Anticevich?
No, it's Anticevich now.
It's Anticevich?
Yeah.
After years?
He was just too nice to tell anybody. But
even after they called his name in the game on the scoreboard when they're announcing the starting lineup as Grant Anticevich.
Mm-hmm. Per Roxy and Ben Braun on the call in the first half.
Too nice, man.
Yeah.
He's too nice.
Australian nice. You hear about it all the time.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
So that's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah. Well, Nick, I wanted to ask you about our outside shooting.
Yeah.
We've made some pretty crazy ones. Like Mikhail's one from the logo, which was pretty much Damian Lillard range. He made that other one off the wing that was like a good 3 feet from the line.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the period of the game when our only basket was a 3 from the logo.
Now the question becomes: there was a point in the first half where we were on pace for both teams to score under 40. We're now past that point.
Yeah,
But
when it was 7-7 at the under 12, I was really excited, but the last 12 minutes of the half have been really disappointing, quite honestly. The race to 50 is going way too fast for my tastes.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
is this a race to 50 game, do you think, in the second half?
No, not at all. This is so last year this game would be 35-25.
Yeah.
But the addition of Betley and Mikhail's shooting, and Mark Fox telling them all, "Hey, shoot the ball."
Yeah.
Has put this team in a position to, if they have a good shooting night, they can stick with a team like Arizona State. That's something they couldn't do last year. So, kudos to the coaches for picking up some decent transfers and letting them do what they are capable of doing. And if they can keep shooting 40% from three, then maybe we can take this game down to the final buzzer.
Yeah, I think the big thing here too is that like all the other guys are starting to get their shooting and get their legs under them. Like Matt's the one that's still struggling from beyond the arc, which it could be a terrorizing nightmare for Cal fans if you're like, oh, if Matt Bradley can't get going. And this is what, our fourth game into the season, and he still hasn't had one of those games where he's like 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the optimistic spin on it is he's 1 of 5 right now, but let's say he had made 2 more and he goes like 3 of 5, like this, the team scoring becomes drastically different.
Yeah. His shots have been interesting too, because there've been a couple of sort of like off the dribble, unassisted threes. And last year I would have been like, yeah, sure, take that shot. Because while it's not a great shot, I didn't think last year that we would likely find a better shot in the flow of the offense. This year, that might not be true anymore. And I wonder if he's maybe almost taking on more of a burden than he needs to.
Yeah.
When we've got more shooters on the floor, he doesn't need to take on those shots maybe the same way he should have done last year.
Jai asks, are we losing Under Armour? I don't know, but I'm just gonna put on my tin hat and put out as many conspiracy theories as I possibly can. If they keep showing things like that with UCLA, like covering their Under Armour mark. Christopher, I met Grant at a camp and immediately thought of Korg the Rock dude from Thor Ragnarok. Okay. John Paxton, I can't believe how many traveling calls we got in the first half. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bentley one was awful.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he gathered and then he took 2 steps. Like, is that not the rule now?
Yeah, the Joel one was like maybe a bit more iffy, but yeah, the Bentley one, all of us are like, who calls that? Who calls that in transition? Let's see. We got one more question here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of an effect do you think no fans has at Haas for a top 25 game has?
I mean, like on the outcome of the game?
Maybe, or like how a team plays. Like, do they play off a bit more off the fan energy, especially if... I think it goes both ways. I think if you're a top 25 team traveling away, usually your fans travel well, particularly in an in-conference game. Like Arizona State travels well, Arizona travels well. Like when SC and LA are good, of course, they travel well too. And they play off that energy a little bit. At the same time, if Cal is this close in the top 25 game, doesn't matter how many fans are actually in Haas, and that that number hasn't been that big over the last few years, but even that small crowd, I think, plays off that energy because they kind of maybe start feeling an upset is brewing. But you don't have it both ways, right? ASU doesn't get that traveling crowd. We don't get to build off of, just the thought of maybe pulling off a top 25 upset.
I was going to check. So maybe the greatest thing about Ken Palm's insane amount of data that's available on his website is we can do like super quick sanity checks on stats. So let's see if I can pull up, like, I think we could look up right now what the home court winning percentage is across college basketball as compared to previous years. And, it's still early in the season, so who knows what it'll eventually turn into, but we can already get a sense, like, is the limited practice time affecting shooting yet, or turnovers, or all these different things. So let's see if I can find it on my mobile phone.
One thing that's kind of weird too is that the KenPom ratings for like Tears of Joy, if you pull off this win, it's UCLA is an A rank and Arizona State is a B rank. When I believe UCLA is actually ranked further down than ASU.
I think that reflects home and road.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, because we're playing at Poly on Sunday, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Let's see, D1 stat trends.
Yeah, so KenPom give a 3.6 home court advantage or is that's for us, even though this is I guess it's technically our second home. I don't know how
second home game.
I don't know how they determine how he determined that, but
something's wrong with his stats page right now, because right now it lists 2021 season home win percentage of 100%, which is obviously not true. So I guess I can't do that comparison.
Or in a way, it is technically true because we've won our only home game so far. It's a weird feeling to be watching basketball at Haas, and it's like all the stands are pulled up. There's no one there.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, before the broadcast started, did you see that little graphic where they compared Remy Martin with Matt Bradley?
No, I missed that.
So they did a stat comparison of like the minutes played, career points per game, career field goal percentage, and career 3-point percentage.
Yeah.
I believe Matt led Remy Martin every single category, and they were equal on, I think, field goal percentage and a drastic like 7% difference on 3-point percentage.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me, just because I spent some time at the beginning of the year comparing Matt Bradley's stats, like looking through the entire conference, and then taking away, like, okay, this guy graduated, this guy went to the NBA, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. And you could make a pretty strong argument that Matt Bradley is like the best returning player in the conference.
Yeah,
statistically at least.
Right. Yeah.
It's if Remy Martin's up there for Player of the Year award, I think if Cal can pull off enough wins, I think he might be able to challenge for that. At least if he maintains his statistical thing, but then gets about a few more wins. Let's say finishes in the top 6 of the conference, like from a team win percentage.
I think for Matt to have any shot of winning it, we have to finish in the top half of the conference.
Yeah.
And Matt needs to, like, I don't know, for sure average at least 20 points per game, and maybe more like 22, 23, something kind of goofy from the perspective of how many points you can realistically score at the pace Cal plays.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're like averaging, I think by the end of the year, we'll probably be averaging somewhere between like 58 and 62.
Yeah, would something be my like guess. That.
And he'd have to score, like 24 points of that, which is...
It's a lot, yeah. And I think, in a weird way, he'll be hurt by having more shooters around him so that he doesn't have to take as many shots. Though it's worth noting, as he... Oh, that was a charge?
Yeah.
Destroy the block charge call. Get rid of it.
It's worth noting, I guess, that he was efficient last year, considering the load he took in the offense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if he gives up a few more points, but he adds to his assist tally, that probably doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't really anticipate him having more assists necessarily.
Remy Martin is perfect in this game.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
Yeah.
You tip your hat when the guys hit a shot like that.
Nick, what do you think of the rotation in the first half? I think Avi was talking about it, how we basically played about 6 guys, with the big rotation being the big rotation, but from the other 4 spots, it's about six dudes.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the minutes distribution too closely yet. These stats are out of date, but we only played 8 dudes. How many minutes did Lars get?
Only a few. I think maybe like 2 or 3. I don't think it was anything beyond that, because he played early on the half, and then he never came back on.
Yeah, so like 8 guys, but 2 of them just got brief minutes. That's not surprising. It's the same core 6 that we kind of identified as for sure getting minutes when the season started, and nobody else outside of that has really stood out in a way that says, I demand to get minutes alongside the guys that the coach already trusts.
Yep. Yeah, DJ played 2 minutes, Lars played 3, whereas Andre has played 17.
I didn't even notice that DJ got into the game.
Yeah, DJ, I think towards the end of the end of the half, he got in for a few plays.
Is he putting up a trillion?
I mean, his offensive rating, I think, on Ken Pom is like 200 something.
So there could be a power in like the big who plays very few minutes, and the only thing he'll ever do is dunk a wide open shot. So
yep,
like he'll never do anything wrong.
Yep.
Oh, Joel,
come on.
That's tough.
We need to have Jerome Randall have a long sit down with Joel Brown about how to finish when you're super fast and super short.
Right.
I think he needs to talk to Mikhail Foreman about that too.
Well, I mean, Mikhail Foreman's doing taking that long shot.
Yeah.
Matt Bradley. He knows how to create space for himself inside.
Yep.
And he's got the strength to hold up inside there.
Well, Avi asked earlier, like, because we're talking about other players too, right? We're talking about Josh Christopher because he's probably their best player. Oh no! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! I genuinely thought someone's about to get hurt. All right, Nick, if you were to give an NBA comp to Josh Christopher, who do you think it'd be?
I haven't seen enough of him to even hazard a guess. If you give me till the end of the game, I might be able to give you a college comp. I spent so much time thinking about college hoops that the NBA kind of flows right by me.
True. Come on, Joel.
Every time Joel goes to the basket, we need him to draw a foul because I just don't know if I trust his ability to finish unless he's really wide open.
Now the question is, do you prefer him to make the layup or do you prefer him to go to the line?
Well, we're going to get an early test of so on the broadcast, you recall when he hit that wide open 3 when ASU was just sagging off him in the extreme.
Yep.
As he misses the first.
He misses both, not close at all.
The broadcasters were like, Mark Fox has talked about how he's worked on his shooting over the offseason, which of course is said about every single player ever in the history of the game, especially those who have trouble shooting. Yep. So it's like, you tell me they're better, fine, but you're going to have to prove it to me on the court until I believe it.
Yeah, we've also been burned way too many times by coaches saying that. I mean, we have a running list of that, right? We got Stephen Domingo, we got Roger Muteabidius, we got Roman Davis, we got Marcus Lee. We have such a long line of guys that coaches have said have looked so good shooting the basketball in practice and like training camp, and have never got to see it on the court. So
I'm starting to get concerned here. We're struggling to get stops, and I don't think that we can keep up with Arizona State if they're going to keep scoring at this rate.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look at I think they've kind of figured out the double team that they were throwing at Martin from time to time.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can do that anymore.
All right, can we survive to the first time out of the second half?
That was a tough stretch.
Okay, good pick and roll defense from Lars, but Matt gets kind of lost in the recovery, and Christopher takes advantage.
Yeah, I feel like ASU is starting to make adjustments, and we're not. Oh, that's actually a pretty good comp. Christopher Yu says DeMar DeRozan for Josh Christopher. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep.
He's very smooth.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was saying it was a college James Harden, not the Houston Rockets James Harden. Because I remember him at ASU with like that pick and roll game between him and Jeff Pendergraph. That was devastating.
Yeah, it shows you how far you can go in college with just two dudes who can really play together. Because that Arizona State team did not have a whole lot else.
Nope, it was just the two of them. I mean, that parlayed Jeff Pendergraph into a pretty decent NBA career too. So
yeah. So we're down 6 now. We've lost 5 points on Arizona State, and they're getting better shots than they were in the first half.
Yep. We're making more too. Well, I believe we were 6 of 15 from 3 going into the half. We're 6 of 16. So we've only taken one more 3 in about 4 minutes of play.
And that was kind of a wild shot from Betley right at the end before the break there.
So I don't know, maybe it's Mark Fox trying to get this game to grind to a halt. We're just trying to slow down everything, but not a fan. Yeah, that was a good pass and kick out for that cherry 3.
Yeah, but I guess the ASU getting buckets in the second half, I think that was inevitable. But Cal having 3 turnover, I think, in the second half already. We can't.
We got a fun topic of question as we watch this ASU game. Thoughts on Jaylen Brown? I guess having a better career than J-Kid or not, but college or pro? Because I think pro is still TBD. But
neither.
College is.
Yeah, Jason Kidd's one of the best players.
Jason Kidd is like
Cal.
Jason Kidd's like one of the 100 best players in NBA history. It's like, Jason Kidd was, I think, runner-up for the MVP. Jaylen Brown is never going to get to that level as much as I love him. He might have a better, even Jason Kidd won a title.
Won one title.
That's even tougher, too. Yeah. He's been to the finals. He's been to the finals twice as the best player. I don't think Brown is going to ever be the best player.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Lord. That is an absolute terrible shot.
Yeah, if we imagined that Jaylen Brown completely maximized himself, like the best possible career he could have had with his talent level, would he then make the Hall of Fame? Maybe in the absolutely best case scenario. Yeah. Whereas I think Jason Kidd was a no doubt inner circle first ballot Hall of Famer. Probably tells you all you need to know.
I mean, I think Jaylen can have a really amazing career off the court too. So if you're just talking about general career, totally could see it.
Grant, airballing a wide open 3 is an example of the kind of shot we would need to get if we're pulling
to
this upset.
stay competitive in this game. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There you go. Get that steal. 4-on-2. Please push the ball. So this is going to be an interesting game for Matt Bradley. His percentage is going to look not great because in literally every single bucket in the game, he's missed the shot, gotten his own rebound, and then followed it up. So he's going to be like 6 for 18 with 6 offensive rebounds.
I guess that's a way to pad your rebounding stat and keep yourself at 50% field goal percentage. So
he's keeping us in this game almost single-handedly.
Oh, and here comes Nick. Here comes that steal from Joel Brown that we've talked about.
We need it from him if he's going to not give us any offense. We need the defense. I mean, he hit that 3. That's already like bonus territory there.
Cal really riding or dying with this 6-man rotation. I do not believe anyone other than the 6 main guys has played in the last 10 minutes of this game.
Well, Lars is in now, so that makes it 7.
Yeah.
Lars!
There you go, Joel.
Oh, Mikhail. Oh, man. I love the confidence, dude, but man, and Josh Christopher just destroys us. Why King Jones?
Well, that was the first non-3 basket taken by Mikhail.
Oh, good move. Good pass. Oh, Lars. Oh, beautiful. From the German. I love it.
Lars does something positive, huh?
Lars does something positive.
Oh. That was N1.
That might be the weakest N1 call I've ever witnessed.
Was it one of those ones where
you're
the other guy just concedes the basket and then
kind of, yeah.
But then he waved his arm. And...
Yeah, he just kind of like taps him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
But he caught a pass in traffic.
I mean, that's how he should be used. Is somebody else draws the attention inside? Okay, you Grant
draws
drop 2 dudes.
Pass.
You dish it to team, and they're like, I think you were the one who said it, right? Use it in the same way as we used Robert Thurman. That's exactly how it should work.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that man. I mean, he's not going to be our David Kravish, that's for sure. So,
And he hit the free throw too. That's a nice little bonus. Hey, here we are. Only down 2. Somehow hanging around.
Or Matt kind of forced that shot there.
Speaking of Jalen, I'm going to butcher his Twitter name, so I'm just not even going to read it. But he says,
good defensive position.
Whatever happened to Ty Wallace? Last I remember, he was with the Hawks.
He's sort of hanging around as like the 12th guy off on a team, right?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get picked up right now, right? And he didn't get picked up in the restart. Yeah, he didn't get picked up in the restart, which is, probably doesn't bode well for him finding a team this season.
Yeah, maybe he goes and plays with Philadelphia. I know Doc Rivers really liked him, so
How many fouls is that on Grant now?
3.
3.
3 for Anticevic, 3 for Foreman, 3 for Brown.
That's a bit of a concern.
Yep.
Some of the fouls on Grant have been a little marginal.
It's been very Pac-12.
Ty has re-signed with the Agua Caliente Clippers, which is the Clippers G League team.
Okay.
I'll call him up when they need a point guard.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen this year with the COVID, and there might be more chances.
Well, Matt went for a block. Thankfully, didn't get the foul called on him, but beautiful dribbling by Matt, but oh boy. Ooh, not pleasant.
Kwani as press breaker was an interesting experience, but it worked.
And foul on the floor on the rebound. And Matt is probably headed to the line. Nope, still not in foul trouble. But that's a ferocious dunk.
Wow.
That was something.
God, this is an example of why we need Grant on the floor. He calms things down on both ends.
Yep.
We look a little lost without him.
Yeah.
And it moves back to a 6-point lead.
Yep.
Not too shabby. If Tyrone ever learned how to shoot above 33% on threes, he's an above average NBA. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
The question is at what, 25? 25 now? 26? 26? How much time does he have to get a 3-point shot, which he never even had close to having in college?
I mean, that is the one skill that an NBA player has consistently been able to develop.
Right.
So there's hope.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is that time is not on his side in terms of if he can't even get onto an NBA team with his current skill set, they're not going to wait for him to develop a 3. And with the amount of talent that constantly is being pushed into the NBA talent pool year after year, like he's going to get overlooked at some point.
Cal is 5 for 14 in the second half, 0 for 4 from 3.
Yeah, they haven't made a single 3 in the second half.
Yeah, Foreman 0 for 2, and Tisovic 0 for 2. Bradley 2 for 6. Meanwhile, ASU 6 of 10 from the field. They have been. It's kind of weird, like how close this game is by the shooting splits. The ASU is still struggling to hit threes, so that keeps us in it.
Well, we must have a rebounding advantage just thanks to the goofy rebound. Yeah, we have
24-19.
We're 8-2 on offensive rebounds.
The main thing is that Arizona State can't offensive rebound at all, and I'm looking at their stats. Doesn't look like that's really a thing that they do much of. So maybe that's not a huge shock. But after some of the struggles that Cal had,
there.
Offensive rebounding, like against Nichols State, it's nice that we're shutting down the glass. Meanwhile, they torture us with footage of the Eddie House game.
Yep. 61 points in double overtime.
Why don't they show footage of us winning the Pac-12 championship or Pac-10 championship against Arizona State? Jerk faces.
Terrible defense.
I don't know. I mean, this if we don't recover from this, at least we have the first half, I guess, to possibly build some confidence.
It was such a great first half. We only lost by a point. Yeah.
Well, we're being bailed out by fouls, so that works. As I believe it's Eddie House's kid who's on the court. So.
Oh, is that why they mentioned it?
Yeah.
It's like this Arizona State team is designed just to make me depressed.
Broken dreams and shattered nightmares.
At least there's Bobby Hurley there on the side of the court.
Right.
We have one nice Cal thing. Oh, jeez.
Cal now really struggling to score. Just a lot of activity by ASU.
Ryan Bentley.
Yeah, we need Bentley and Tisovic back on the court.
Ryan Bentley. It's a bit of a liability on defense, but I think he does enough if you can kind of mask him somewhere in the deep corner of the defensive scheme.
Oof, Bradley got juked on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kwani too.
Yep.
I want Kwani to happen, but I suspect that maybe defense is holding him back a little bit.
Just a tad.
Mm-hmm.
Kwani. Every time like Kwani's on the court, like he does something nice.
There you go.
Turns the ball over.
Nice double move from Betley.
I like it.
I was a little mad that he didn't pull on the first one, but the way he repositioned himself worked quite well.
Yeah, he had the good footwork, right? Because he jab stepped forward to make it look like he was driving just enough time for that closeout defender to maybe hesitate for a split second. The Bears are in. The Bears will shoot free throws the rest of the way.
I'm glad they fouled Grant for the first 1-and-1.
And gotta make those.
Oh, am I no longer glad that they fouled Grant?
Ryan Betley. Matt Bradley.
Okay. All right. I guess
we have a lot to look forward to, I guess.
Right. Definitely. Oh, okay. That was more of a.
We brick the free throw.
Right place, right time.
This is where it starts. You brick the free throw, and this is where it starts.
Yeah.
We throw zone. Makes sense. We're playing some guys with 3 fouls.
Mm-hmm.
Grant plays spectacular defense. That was great.
Well, it was bully balled by Bradley.
Yeah.
He's so strong now. I mean, he's always has been, but he's just that much a little bit stronger. He does not get moved off his spot. He doesn't let his balance get disrupted.
Yeah, he's got that Darren Williams type frame, just really physical.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said we should have just run
compact.
We should have just run that Illinois offense.
Screens all day.
Yeah, do you not remember that Illinois offense where it's basically the rest of the team was just 4 guys with staggered screens that Darren would just run off of from the top of the key, and he just picked the direction he wanted to go, and it's just that's screen after screen after screen.
That's the ideal offense for this team.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone else is just sneak out for the pops or roll hard to the basket.
Yeah, Cal staying in this one. 7 3-pointers, 8 offensive rebounds, winning the 2 of the 4 factors, I think. No.
Turnovers must be pretty close to even. Like, we've coughed it up plenty, but so has Arizona State.
It's 13 to 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we're winning the offensive glass.
ASU's
winning the free throw battle. And obviously, ASU's winning the shooting battle. So it's basically threes
and second chance
boards.
points. Yeah, Bears have second chance points compared to ASU's 0.
Yeah, based off the glass, offensive glass.
Right.
Well, a lot has to go your way in a game when you are allowing the opponent to shoot 16 for 23 on their 2-point shots, as we are currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Arizona State either makes a 2 or they don't get anything out of possession.
Yeah, ASU shooting 70%, I think, on 2-pointers. Cal is shooting
just a touch below 50, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Bobby Hurley needs that sugar injection as he rips open a Diet Coke.
Well, he's got to come down from. No, I'm not going to speculate on what sort of illicit drug keeps Bobby Hurley going on high. It's something.
Definitely something.
That caffeine in that Diet Coke.
It's nothing but the adrenaline of pure competition. Yeah.
I thought that would be more of a Bill Walton line. The Conference of Champions. It gets me up in the morning.
No, but it motivates him, but only in a mellow way.
Right.
True.
Yeah. Cal starting with the
there's no dispute about what Bill Walton's on. He doesn't try to hide it.
No. I still remember that one game where he brought Dave Pash a literal jar of dirt from the Arizona desert. Like that was his gift. He's like, just rub it on. And he like just put it in his hands and was just like rubbing it on his forearms. The earth, what Mother Earth gives you. Like that man is genius.
I hope ESPN lets him broadcast a Liberty game someday.
Oh God.
Attack Matt. That's a good pass.
Well, you know, when you're watching Liberty, you always have to stand by and watch. Some of you got that.
Yes. I don't know if it was I should comment or I shouldn't comment or
it's one of those.
Yes. Let's go.
It's like ASU's 2-point shooting percentage finally regressing to the mean.
Come on, Bears, do this for me.
Devils are really like it's interesting.
They're really struggling.
Well, they're not struggling. They're just like slowing. It's like they have like good shots. They're just running that clock down a little bit more.
Yeah, the faster they move, the scarier they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ryan, that is a terrible pass. All right.
Watching with Rob like 2 seconds ahead of us is like that guy who you go to the movies with who's already watched the movie and is anticipating the scene.
I mean,
would you prefer the anxiety? I mean, that big game was kind of like that.
Right. I mean, most everyone didn't see what was happening. Only you guys did because I was not on the stream. I was in the bottom bar.
You were there for the end.
Yeah, I was there for the end. Yeah, because I was standing the entire time. I tried not to show as much emotion as possible, but
the mask does help with that.
Yeah. The mask, the hat. I mean, there was one Stanford guy sitting next to me, and he stood the entire game. Like he would not. He like kept showing emotion the entire game. I was like, is no one going to call him out on this? Like no one's going to get mad at him for this. I'm just got to sit here with him.
Cal now with turnover number 14.
Not great.
Turnovers are just Cal just stop turning the ball over. They would probably be in the lead right now.
I mean,
turnovers.
We're here at the under 8, and we're only down 3. I'll take it.
Yeah, Cal's getting secondary contributions from Bedley and Foreman, which is nice. And yeah, I really like the defense so far. It's like they're really struggling. ASU is like struggling to like get that one attack, like those points in the paint that they usually feast on.
I think we threw the zone at them at just the perfect time when they were starting to get into a little bit of a flow.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah, we needed to slow them down. I don't know if it long-term sustainable, but
yeah, Bagley.
They went full press on us too.
Bagley and Christopher 1 for 10 from 3. That's basically if they didn't shoot normally. Yeah, if they didn't shoot normally, that's the difference.
As the Pac-12 tells us, what makes Matt Bradley special? He's well-conditioned and athletic.
The fact that his body is made of pure titanium.
Favorite Cal player you met in person?
Minimum 3 words exchanged?
It's always going to be Cameron Jordan.
For you? Yeah, I know you're Cameron Jordan.
The number of Cal players I've actually interacted with vocally might fit on one hand. Jeremy Ross.
Favorite Cal player I've met in person?
Someone came to Grit Club, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Someone came to Grit Club, right, Nick?
Well, that's pretty much the interaction is they come they come because we give them an award.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Yeah. I'm mad that I'm blanking on one of the names of one of our awardees. I had a really nice interaction with Jamal Boykin, although it was really more Jamal Boykin's interaction with my little brother at the time. But Yeah, Jamal Boykin was really nice.
We are just getting demolished by this press. Holy crap. Oh, or not. That works.
The duality of Rob.
Wait.
It's bad. No, it's good.
Well, it was bad. Then it was good. You'll see.
There have been a couple of times when it looked like we were in deep, deep trouble, and then Joel Brown is so fast and so tiny that he can like sneak through cracks.
There was that one where he almost got trapped in the bottom corner. And then he just like took that one step and he split the defenders with a single step. I think the
player tonight.
I can answer that question because that Cal player question because I think I'm the one that interacts with most of the Cal like players the most, whether it be men's or basketball or football. Jordan Kanasic is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, and still one of the nicest people. I kid you not, I did not think the guy knew my name. But then on his final day on campus at Pro Day, he came up to me. He's like, "Thanks, Rob, for doing a great job, like covering me and like being so kind." And I was like, "Holy crap, you know my name!" I wasn't just the one token Asian guy you just saw like in the press room every week. Like,
no, you're a high press man. Oh my god!
But yeah, he was a super nice dude. There was one day where we did like a play breakdown where we got to sit in the linebackers room with him at Memorial and like just do some play breakdowns. Absolutely one of the most like enjoyable things I've ever done.
Wow. It's getting a little sloppy here.
We've airballed some wide open threes today. I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, the 3-point shooting was keeping us in the game. On the other hand, we should have hit more maybe.
Yeah, ASU is now 1 of 13 from their best 3 players.
They're not a bad 3-point shooting team, if I recall correctly.
No, they're actually better than us in terms of percentage.
And Christopher has picked up his 4th foul with 5 minutes left.
Patrick would never.
He wouldn't. He never fouled.
Actually, he was not a fouling guy.
No. Pat's got to talk to his bro.
I did see earlier, I think it was either Josh Christopher or Caleb Christopher posted a picture of Haas. Like, I guess they were here earlier in the day to do like just go through shoot around. And he took a picture on the wall where it said like, "This is bear territory." And he tagged his brother and said like, "My brother's house." And I think Christopher retweeted it or reposted it on Instagram saying like, "Enjoy your time." I thought that was a really nice little moment.
So I'm glancing at what Arizona State did last year as a shooting team, and they basically only had 2 shooters. Rob Edwards was a pretty good shooter, but he graduated. Remy Martin was average, like 33%,
So having him that clap, I was like, wait, they I guess you just did something good.
So the question
ASU
is,
did good, and then we did
all of
something
ASU's new guys, what are their true shooting percentages?
Right, because it's, I mean, who are their biggest perimeter threats? It's probably Bagley and Christopher, right?
Right, yeah. Bagley, this game, obviously.
That was a possession that was going absolutely nowhere, and they just drained it to pull up 3.
Yep.
That was, I think, Woods, I think.
I mean, I would give him that shot. Like, I'd rather them shoot that than most of the stuff they've been getting, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, Andre Kelly did his best, but that's just a hard matchup for him.
All right. 5-point game.
Bradley's taken 20 shots.
And he scored 20.
Yeah, that efficiency.
Yeah,
it's not efficient, but he's picked it up in the second half, that's for sure.
1 for 8 from 3.
That's basically it. He's been great from 2. Like, I'm trying to think of how. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see how many 2-point shots he's taken where Cal didn't score that possession, because like the few that he's missed, like I said, I think he's followed up his own missed shot 3 or 4 times. So
I am liking that Kelly is getting the bulk of the big minutes now, and has kind of supplanted Lars.
All right, less than 5 to go, down 5.
That is a garbage call. That is an absolute garbage call.
They call a charge on Mattner.
Yeah.
That's
I hate that call.
I saw the defender was okay. No, he's not as underneath the basket as but still.
He didn't even charge into him. They were already like touching each other when Matt got the ball. Like, Bobby Hurley, keep your mask on.
Oh, you're right. That's a flop. My goodness.
Yeah.
Ban charges.
I don't know how you call that when he's like receiving the ball and turning. Like, how is he already gathering the charge at you?
I like Bradley pulling him up and then telling him
trash talking him.
That's a fucking flop while he's pulling him off the ground.
Joel, lovely.
Hopefully, what Matt said is, "Fine, you got the call, but you should be ashamed of yourself for even trying."
Right. That's not in the spirit of the game.
Reset. Calm down, boys.
I appreciate the refs for not teeing him up.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was trash talking, but he was doing it in a calm, respectful voice.
Oh, no, damn it.
So, what is our closing lineup tonight? Looks like
what is our
Bethlehem.
It's got to be this lineup that's currently playing. I think this is probably your.
I think
if you want to get it defensively and a little bit of offense.
Definitely our most versatile lineup.
Yeah.
I think
Bradley had the in and out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
but Joel gets the rebound.
Joel rebound. You got
all right. This is
action up top.
This one's close, guys. It's come down to the wire.
Oof! What a shot. Nice and done, Grant.
Yeah, so close. I'm now annoyed that we missed so many free throws.
Yep.
It's nice that this game is close enough that we can rue the little things like that.
Right.
We have some comments here as we go through it. If Cal ever gets above their benchmark of 66, they are usually in the money with their defense, although the pace of ASU makes this difficult. Thomas Dunn also says, I met Aaron Maldonado at In-N-Out. He's a mild-mannered guy, and Coach Alexander spring practice once when he was here. Just a guy full of energy like that Oregon strength coach. Yep. GA is probably one of the most fun people to talk to. I think the Aristotle Thompson has stepped into the shoes very, very admirably. He's done a real good job of being that energy guy on the team. I will say one of the funniest interactions I've ever had was when David Kravish was here, and we had just upset Colorado at Haas, and we leave the game, and it's me and a couple buddies, and we're hungry, so we head to the Asian Ghetto, and we walk past Gypsies. And we see this huge dude with a Cal basketball hoodie just sitting inside Gypsies. We look, and it's Kravish, and he's just sitting there. No one's talking to him whatsoever. They had just upset Colorado, and no one's talking to him. And so we go inside Gypsies, and we're like, "Hey, man, great game. We were just there, great performance." And he's like, "Oh, thanks." And we're like, "What are you doing here? Why aren't you out celebrating with your team and stuff?" and he looks up at us. I still remember his face. He looks up at us, and he just goes, "I have an OChem midterm."
What was his
priorities?
He's taking OChem.
He was planning to become a surgeon. That was the thing. And I think he actually is in med school right now. I think he had a short stint of playing basketball pro overseas. And then I think he's actually in med school from the last thing I've read of him. Yeah.
Cal's all-time leading blocks master is going to become a doctor.
Yeah. So if you ever have a 6'9" surgeon,
maybe he can write a prescription for some statin blockers.
Yep.
So we just had the under 4, huh? It took a while to get there.
Yep.
Please,
3 minutes left, down 3.
Oh boy.
Everything's magnified.
Yeah. Matt has not been more efficient than Remy Martin today.
Well, yeah, that's.
Oh, that is another BS call. What the hell?
Pac-12 refs, baby.
Oh my God. Oh, that.
Ooh, that's a weak.
Oh, that call on Andre is so stupid. Avi, have you looked at who's entered the chat?
Oh, I should probably go then.
Ah, damn it!
I'm here. What do you want?
Wait, what'd they call?
They said it was offensive.
foul. Yeah,
they
I
said
saw
dropped
the
the
travel of it.
They're saying he's dropped the shoulder.
The guy like gave space.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy didn't even hold his ground. That's.
I think the
Wow.
ASU guy was even shocked that was a.
Yeah, I think was that Christopher on the defense there.
No, that was turnover by Kelly. I think it was their big guy. I think it was Graham.
That was nice action for. Ooh.
I think Graham had. Oh, damn it! I think Graham had 4 fouls and was giving space because he didn't want to pick up his 5th.
Yeah, Graham has 4 fouls. I think even he was shocked that they called an offensive foul on it.
I think
he backed up. He wasn't like waving or flailing or anything like that, right? He just like took a step back just to give him the space.
Fouls out. Oh no, that's Cherry.
Yeah, Cherry.
Yeah, Cherry just fouled out.
I think
no,
Graham
he's only 4, right?
Explicitly trying to avoid getting his 5th foul.
Boy, Cal's gotten so close in this game, but just one mistake every time. They're right on the cusp.
Yeah.
17 turnovers for Cal tonight.
Oh gosh, come on. I like feel this game like is within our grasp, and we're just like we just can't make that final step to do it.
I don't know. I think the 3 that Woods hit to get him up 6 might end up being the
dagger.
Well, that swing after the Bizarro call on Kelly, I think is gonna.
Bagley, Christopher, and Martin 1 for 13 for 3, but Woods with a 3 for 4 shooting night. We're all players, baby.
That's what matters.
Well, I mean, we're saying that Pac-12 debut for those 2 freshmen, you know, they might.
Twist and Hook is on Rob time, so you 2 can talk together.
I think that's the game. Oh no! Oh no! Who is that? Well, that's not one of our guys, but oh, that sucks. Who's 23?
Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's Bagley. Oh, he's holding his Achilles.
Bagley,
Oh, he's holding his Achilles and he's on the ground.
What is with Bagley's and getting hurt?
Non-contact.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He just was running and just pulled up. Oh.
Not cool.
That sucks.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit. Oh, he's like in immense pain. Like he's holding Bobby Hurley's hand like it's life or death. Okay, cut to commercial, guys. Like, don't keep showing this dude writhing in pain.
It's his ankle. That's weird.
No. He did the Kobe thing. He did the Kobe thing where he like looks behind him as if he like someone had clipped him from behind, and then he grabs the back of the ankle. That's what they say you like hear or like you feel when you rupture your Achilles. It feels like someone just kind of did the soccer thing where they tap you from behind on the back of your ankle. So you look back thinking if someone did. Oh yeah, he's that's 100% an Achilles.
It's brutal.
Oh god.
And he was projected to be a top 20 pick this year.
Yeah.
So non-contact. Looking at the replay. Oh no!
Yeah, you just see him. You just see him do the thing where he like pulls up.
What the heck, man?
It was weird. He wasn't like running that hard either.
Yeah,
just running. Yeah, he didn't step on anyone. Total non-contact.
Damn it!
That is brutal for ASU. Yeah, that can't put any weight on that leg. Yes. He is related to Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, he is Marvin Bagley's younger brother.
Curse of the Bagleys. Swear, man. Brutal. Whoa.
Meanwhile, Cal still can't recruit Sacramento.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Marcus was only there for a year because his brother was there playing for the Kings.
I was wondering about that. I was trying to remember where the Bagleys were from prior to the original.
Or Marvin being drafted. Yeah.
What is Southern Charm?
I don't know.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Are they from Arizona or Marvin was born in Arizona?
Southern Charm reveals a world of exclusivity, money, and scandal dating through generations of families in Charleston, South Carolina.
Is that where he's from? He's from Charleston, South Carolina.
No, that's a TV show.
Oh.
It's the Real Housewives of Charleston, I think.
Oy.
Well, everybody's going to end this game unhappy. Us because Cal's
Mhm.
going to lose, and Arizona State because they lost a key player.
Unfortunate. All right, come on. Play the inbounds.
Oh, are they reviewing this call meanwhile?
I don't think they're reviewing the call.
Well, if they did, they didn't change it, so.
That's a BS call, and I'm. I feel like that's the game.
Or is it?
Or is it?
I'm still waiting for them to restart play.
Oh, another
They
offensive?
called a foul before the game. Before
No, it
the
was
no.
You'll see it. You'll see
They restarted
on Matt.
That's not. All right. I guess he technically said maybe that's.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Need to stop.
I think Chargers should be banned in the half court. I thought with Chargers in full court play maybe, but this is.
I mean, as somebody who is very much in favor of banning charges, that's pretty low on the list of outrageous calls.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of like someone stepping up in mid-range to like just not defend.
Yeah, but I mean that's college basketball though. That's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, can't get a.
Cannot catch a break on offense. Holy crap.
1:15 left. Wow, Cal staggers one side.
Yeah.
Oof. Defense. They get the offensive rebound. A minute left. I'm running out.
What? We need 2 scored and
nearly get the steal, and then ASU nearly turns it over, and then get a wild shot. Cal has like 45 seconds left. Basically need a 3 here. And then, oh no.
Yep, another turnover.
I mean, we got the stuff on that possession, but the fact that they managed to run like 45 seconds off the clock is more valuable than any points they could have scored.
Right.
Story of the game, 19 turnovers for Cal.
Yep.
That is going to kill you every time.
This was a winnable game. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This was a very, very, very winnable game.
It was.
And we were kept in it by Arizona State's horrible shooting, and then
Right.
they got
Damn
just
it, man.
enough shots down the stretch to hold us at arm's length while we spun our wheels on offense.
Yeah.
Yes, so as to where the convergence. We're all converging together to try and find the right time zone to align into.
There was a point in this game when we had a pretty clear
Well,
3-point shooting edge, and that disappeared.
yeah.
I think the second half started and they
Special guest.
Is Nam going to make a point to show up for basketball games but not football games?
It's shooty hoop season. Almost. Boy, this is going to be a tough beat for Cal. basically 1 or 2 possessions away from stealing this.
I mean, but at the same time, I'm going to keep the optimistic approach on this. This was not a game that we should have been really competitive in.
I mean, you're at home. I expect to compete if you're at home.
Oh, God. Are they going to give this to Arizona State? Oh, God. How high did Christopher jump? Holy crap.
Thanks for supporting local businesses, Twist.
Aren't you not allowed to go get haircuts right now?
I think it's still considered essential.
I think that it's one of those things that gets shut down if you get lower than 15% ICU capacity. But since nowhere is there yet.
Or can you get a haircut outside? Or
still can get a haircut, I guess.
It is wild. ASU is 6 of 21 from 3 today. Like that's exactly what you want. But Cal cannot take advantage by shooting 7 of 26 from 3. So basically a rock fight from downtown again for the Bears.
So
Ryan Bentley, come on, man. And Joel Brown fouls out.
Everyone outside of Foreman. Yeah, if you take Foreman's stats out, Cal was 4 for 20 from 3. Mm-hmm. The classic 4 for 20.
We made 1 3 in the second half.
Yeah, and Foreman didn't take any 3 in the second half, right?
Yeah.
But then again, some of the ones he made were just kind of forced.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they were running plays for him.
Freaking upsetting. Oh, my goodness.
Thomas has pointed out that Cal has performed pretty well at home with Mark Fox.
Yeah.
It's a matter of getting that to travel.
Who was it that pointed out it was a race to 66? Arizona State got there. Cal did not.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cal's not going to get there.
What was the spread? 6.5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Vegas again. They nail it.
Yeah.
Just
8
on the
point spread. Well, we'll always have the next game.
On the road at UCLA.
Yeah, at Pauley.
Well, if you gave me the choice, I would much rather beat UCLA than Arizona State. So,
I'm not sure if that's the choice.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is UCLA a top 25 team?
I don't think they're definitely not ranked.
They got beaten pretty comprehensively by San Diego State. So if they were ranked, that might have kicked them out of the rankings.
Yeah, Bears are now 0-2 against Pac-12 teams.
I mean, 0-1. The first one didn't count for the Pac-12 standing.
Does this count?
Yeah, this is
a Pac-12 game.
Start of conference play.
This and UCLA are Pac-12 games. Then we go back to out of conference, and then we're back to in conference.
Got it.
Meanwhile, it looks like Bradley and somebody from Arizona State still had some discussion points after the final whistle.
As they show football in 60 seconds.
Nick Nam asks, can we trade both these basketball games to beat Oregon tomorrow, Saturday?
I mean, I would have made that bargain if it were offered to me, but
that bargain was never offered.
That way.
Right. I mean, are we underdog in all 3, right? So it's kind of who's going to make that offer?
Indeed.
Well, that was it, gents.
All right. So we play them again in Tempe in end of January.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to that.
Nope.
So we play ASU twice, right?
Yeah.
Yep. We play everyone twice.
No.
We do not play USC and Arizona twice.
Curious.
Yep.
Yeah. Why they decided a 20-game conference schedule when 22 was right there, I don't know.
Yep.
The Pac-12 always at the innovative edge.
Yeah, but that's why this week is the Arizona and UCLA, ASU and the UCLA.
Happy to answer. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Nam. Hope you show up for football. We can invite you in.
Yep. Well, I guess that's a good place to call it for this evening. We'll be back on Saturday for the Cal Oregon game at 4 p.m. on, I believe, ESPN. And yeah,
I think it's Pac-12.
Is it Pac? No,
there's ESPN, right?
It's ESPN. All the football games are broadcast on national networks. None on the Pac-12 network.
Oh no, I thought you said basketball.
Well, we have basketball on Sunday against UCLA. I think that's on Pac-12.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have football on Saturday, and most of us will be here. Yeah, that's it for us. We'll see you then. Everyone else, have a good night.